quick glance at trending news topics, brought to you by the Edge of the Web podcast.
Hey, we certainly want to give you a heads up on continued signs from Google regarding their ranking algorithm changes from Barry Schwartz. And I mean, he is cranking out so much content all the time. It's fantastic, and it's tough to keep up with him. But over at SEO Roundtable, and if you haven't come across with that, we highly recommend you go check out what Barry's saying on a regular basis. His post here just recently, he said that there are signs of a Google search ranking update touching down late August 28th through August 29th. There's also been some forum chatter with the SEO industry and rank checking tools. So this has been a pretty long thread on his post, but you've also contributed in this as well, Marie. So give us a quick take. We're going to certainly going to unpack the entire algorithm concept here in the show, but what's your quick take on the August 28th and 29th changes that are being reported?
So I think the tricky thing to determine here is whether this is an algorithm update or whether it's due to the long weekend. I mean, being Labor Day weekend, a lot of things change, right?
Absolutely.
And I think people understand that patterns of traffic change. So if you're a website that has to do with anything to do with back to school or back to school clothing, or, you know, things are going to look different on the long weekend, on the Labor Day weekend. Mm-hmm. But I think what a lot of people don't realize too is that rankings can change depending on what's happening for the times as well. We've seen that with Christmas, right? That all of a sudden Amazon starts ranking really well, and it's not that you're doing anything wrong against Amazon. It's just that Google's figured out that, oh, okay, well, the majority of people who are searching to buy this product at this time of year want to end up on Amazon. And so what we're seeing in our data now, to be fair, we did not work yesterday. It was a long weekend. And so we haven't done a full analysis. But it looks like just a normal tweak, I would say. And what I mean by that is we know that Google is announcing these core updates. You know, the August 1st, 2018 was probably the most obvious example of that. Right. Most recent one, June 3rd of 2019, they announced those. There's been nothing announced by Google about, you know, anything happening over the weekend. So I think it's possible there was an update, but if it was probably a tweak of something that had already been done. The one thing I would say, though, that we are seeing is a couple of our clients for whom we filed very thorough disavows recently saw really big jumps over the weekend. And they don't seem to be seasonal. So it's only a couple of sites. So it's too early for us to go out and say, oh, this was a link related or something to do with link trust, you know, update. Right. But I think that that's a possibility.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of our content, or especially more of this week's featured guest, including a full-length interview, head on over to YouTube and search for Edge of the Web. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to see digital marketing news as it happens.